Peter Thiel puppet Blake Masters, candidate in Arizona, he's quite a magician. Um, he finds ways to have 30 or $20 million just dumped right in there by his little patron, Peter Thiel, who wants to take over our government so we can find a way to put all of our money into making him live forever. Yeah, that's Peter Thiel's quest as a billionaire, not to help the earth or anybody who needs food or a job. It's for Peter Thiel, who obviously is so important to all of us, because what would we do without PayPal? It's for him to live forever. He literally is a James Bond villain. He picked his little guys, his little marionettes, J.D. Vance here in Ohio and Blake Masters to run in Arizona and Ohio, because they both spent a couple months in each place. In the case of Blake Masters, some inconvenient facts came up. For example, he likes to quote Nazis. Writings of his were unearthed where he shared with us poignant, as he put it, quotes by Hermann Goering. Yeah, Hermann Goering. You may have heard of that guy. Hermann Goering is the one who said the way to win the people over is to tell them that the other side are terrorists, and you're fighting for your patriotism, and then people will believe anything. My guess is Blake Masters picked that one up. But he's also hung around with Oath Keepers and Proud Boys and other white nationalist groups in Arizona, has accepted their endorsements, proudly proclaimed his vision alongside theirs, gone to these mass hate anti-immigration rallies that are just sort of they're Nazi rallies without the symbols, essentially calling on people that look different than us to be treated like dirt. And now he magically made the Nazi quotes go away. I never said that. Where's that from? Well, apparently he's done the same trick with abortion. He's getting his butt kicked in the race by Mark Kelly, American hero, astronaut, husband to Gabrielle Giffords, who took care of her after she was shot and helped and was there every minute, left his career for it. He was a fighter pilot. He's everything Blake Masters isn't. He's like a little dweeb who kind of looks like, Blake Masters. It's like, did they do a lottery at a country club to name him when he was born? But now, magically, he's not against abortion anymore, or at least not the way he was. His website was all devoted to a personhood amendment. You should understand what a personhood amendment means. It means the moment of fertilization, it is a person. That is correct. From that moment, a woman has lost all control of her body. She is a ward of the state. Blake Masters gets to tell her what she does with her body and what she doesn't do with her body. That is this little 35-year-old dweeb's right to do at that point. That was on his website, 100% pro-life and anti-killing babies. It all magically disappears. He released an ad about how he was against a late-term abortion. Only China and North Korea allow that. Yeah, you should know, again, partial birth abortion, late birth abortion, those were all Republican ways of tricking people into thinking things were happening that were never happening. No woman says, hey, at 8 months, I think I'd like to have an abortion. It sounds like fun. Why not? That's cool. There's serial killers out there. There's mass murderers. Hell, there's a bunch of people that have killed people, like the attorney general and who was impeached barely, by the way, by Republicans in Rhode Island, who just drove over a man and decided to not go back and check and see what was going on until the next day. So they're well acquainted with people that kill people in the Republican Party. Hell, they ignored COVID for I don't know how long, a year, 16. We've had studies done that say 200,000 fewer people could have died. In the case of Blake Masters is somebody who is completely fine making up these stories that women would go and do this kind of thing. And as I said, there are crazy people out there. Maybe a woman here and there would do it the way a serial killer here and there would do it. But if any statistics will tell you, there are no late-term abortions. None. It's illegal. The only time there's a late-term abortion is if a mother is going to die. Okay? So it's just a lie, but he's changed his, this is what the Republicans used to do, and this should tell you everything you need to know about how they're getting their arses handed to them right now, and why they pulled money out of Arizona, the Mitch McConnell did, because they realized they're getting destroyed on this issue. So they have to come up with the red herring of partial birth and late-term abortion, because being against abortion completely from the moment of fertilization will get you crushed. We saw what happened in Kansas. We saw this race in New York we just won that we shouldn't have won. And Blake Masters is getting scared. Maybe Peter Thiel needs to give him another 5 or 10 or 15 mil to prop up the little Nazi. Huh? You want more money, little Nazi? That's apparently what it's going to take, because he sucks as a candidate. He sucks as a person. And we don't need him anywhere near the U.S. Senate. He can lie all he wants about his abortion positions. People, the news and others have screenshots of the pages. You can bet those will show up in campaign commercials, and hell, I'll share it on Twitter every damn day. Thanks for being here. Please subscribe if you haven't. Hit notifications so you'll know when I'm on. Like, comment, say what you say good things and bad things. You can find me at Cliff Schecter on Twitter, CliffSchechter. But most importantly, subscribe here. We're having a fun ride and we're growing, and I want you to be a part of it. Thank you.